TFR, Truth Frequency Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Jones here. You're listening to Iron Realm Media. I listen all the time, and it's the best truth show out there. Forget about the mainstream lying. Get your weekly dose of iron. Realm, that is. Stay woke, folks.
Good morning, TFR.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hi, this is Alan. I like Ironworx because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love Ironworx with Josh, Walt and Zack. It's like sitting in your front room having a cosy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that Ironworx with Josh, Walt and Zack, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the Ironworx on TFR.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Iron Realm Media is the best on the planet. To this show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to The Ironworx with Zack, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on The Ironworx and become an Iron Scout.
Happy Friday, my friend. I'm starting off fresh, and I feel good. I look good. I smells good. I am good.
Thank God it's Friday.
TGIF to you all. Look at me mixing it up a little bit on this quiet Friday morning. Man, I'm just having a hard time waking up, and I've been trying real hard for several hours already this morning and just having a hard time. But I think now I'm about to make it happen. Morning, fellas. How
Push the button.
Son of a bitch. Thank you. You know, I opened it up. I even pulled out the chat specifically.
I was trying to give you time. I was trying to let it suddenly pop alive, and it's still sitting there. So I thought I'd get it going for you. But good morning. Yes, it is morning and Friday and all that stuff. Just trying to wake up. Zack's not even awake.
Howdy.
Right.
No, I am not. I haven't touched a drop of coffee yet. Give me
all right.
easy stat.
I'm enjoying some myself.
Oh, wow. So, Josh.
Yes.
How are we feeling?
We are feeling good. Reasonably good. I think it's probably part of the reason why I was up so early. Or those damn beta blockers that got me on. Just sort of, keeps me toned down throughout the day, considering, I spend most of my day stoned anyway. But even then, it's just, I woke up Wednesday morning, I suppose. I think it was Wednesday morning. It seems like Wednesdays are a bad day for me. But Wednesday morning, and my heart rate was it was up. It was just over 100. And having just woke up, that seemed a bit high. And it felt a bit high. And it kept going up from there. And it only maxed out like 130, but it was enough to make me a little worried just because I know I do have the history of AFib. And it didn't feel like AFib, although I've been told repeatedly that you can't necessarily feel it. You can be an AFib and not know it. But it felt different than when I was having an episode of atrial fibrillation. And just being a little tachycardic. I could just feel it. Like I had just been exercising, but I had not. And it's uncomfortable, but it was more worrisome than anything. So I had to head on up there to the damn ER. I mean, I'm packing bags. I'm making sure the trash is put out. I'm making sure shit's done because I know that there's a chance when I go to the ER for heart issues, I may not be back for a couple days. So I'm just trying to do some shit before I leave. But it was really cool, really smooth. I think I had even converted back while I was there. Naturally, they didn't have to do anything. It was just like 6 or 8 hours of running in over 100 beats a minute. About 120, 130 beats a minute. But they did go ahead and re-up my script because I haven't been to the cardiologist. Like I told them I would follow up in January, and I didn't do it in January or February. But hell, it's March. So before I left for the ER, I made sure we made that follow-up appointment. So if anybody asked, I could say I did. But, I mean, I'm feeling good, okay, suppose. It is awkward, sort of the solidity in rhythm that I can feel when I'm actually on the beta blockers. After being off of them for a couple months, it just felt a little wishy-washy. Like it kind of could go at any given time. And on the beta blockers, it definitely feels a little more solidified. Take that for what it's worth. I just hate taking them. I might have to split them up, maybe take half of one. I'm only on 25 milligrams. But still, it just sort of makes me goofy. Makes me feel like a Kardashian. That's what I tell people.
I feel like a Kardashian. I'm glad you're feeling better, man.
I am, thanks. And namaste.
How about you, Walter?
Back is better. Kitten is in my lap. I mean, life's good. Life is good. Yeah, I'm on the mend. I'm better. I'm not like dysfunctional anymore. I'm, able to do things around the house now, and I'm being waited on. All the amenities I've lost. So yeah, I'm back to being good old, do all my stuff, Walt. So it's good. I'm glad not to be hurting. I appreciate all the help. And I know we had, oh man, can't remember who it was Tuesday that was having back problem in chat, but I hope whoever that was, I'm sorry, I can't remember. It's too early. The coffee will kick in and I will remember who it was, but I hope you're back. And anybody else that's having, health issues out there, hope things are going better, getting there. It's usually a struggle in this meat suit. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Oh, Lord, I'm on camera still. What am I doing? Sorry. It's too early for this. Oh, Lord.
I see. I'm in the chat asking which beta blockers I was on. I don't know the generic name, the name that they gave me. I'm pretty sure is metoprolol, something like that. Something to that effect. I'm pretty sure I got the spelling right in the chat at the very least. But there's that.
These drugs and all their weird names. What you need to do is find out what plant it comes from.
Probably one in China.
Well, what you need to do is go find that piece of paper and make up that juice that Paul told you to make.
Yeah.
Too bad I didn't write it down somewhere like I should have. I think I do have it somewhere, but I'm like you. I don't know what I did with it. So I will. I just have to reach out, I guess, and go, okay, Paul, we didn't drink your juice. Can we have the recipe again? I never did say I was going to drink it immediately, though, like you were supposed to do. So shame on you. But we're going to get you right. I will find out today. I'll text him or call him a little bit later. It's funny because
he just spits it out. He has it down.
He's got it in his head. Well, they use it. They've lost weight. They've changed their blood pressure. I mean, they've done amazing things with just a few healthy ingredients.
One apple, one clove of garlic, turmeric, cayenne, black pepper, lemon, olive oil, and a half a cup of water. I knew I wouldn't have thrown it away.
There you go. He found it. All right. Well, give everybody those ratios.
Whoa. Yeah, there's an apple, a clove of garlic, about an inch of the turmeric root, and half a cup of water. But as far as the black pepper, the lemon juice, and the olive oil, I do not have. Or the
just
cayenne
kind of
pepper.
throw it in there, probably.
But it'd probably be approximately, I'd say, like a teaspoon, maybe a tablespoon, depending on your sensitivity to olive oil. And lemon juice, you could probably bulk that up a little bit too. It's not going to hurt you. Because it doesn't really make your body acidic. You would think with the citric acid, it would make your body acidic. But the way the body burns the citric acid, what's left over actually makes it a little bit more basic. So it actually is better for you. All sorts of cool, fun stuff. But it seems like there was one other.
Are you?
Thing.
Sorry.
I'm trying to remember.
Are you guys having any trouble like highlighting and copy pasting words in the chat? All I'm getting is a finger. Oh, well, I can do it with the finger. Okay. But it's not giving me the cursor. I don't know. Chat's acting up. My apologies. I was trying to go look at this info that Axel had included there, telling you the info was on Diamond and Silk, on Rumble, Dr. Sherry Tenpenny. So I'm not sure what that info is, but I was trying to go check it out, but I'm having trouble getting that name.
Well, Laura said that Dr. Sherry Tenpenny has recently opened up a couple of clinics, Ohio, I think, and then one in California, I think is what she had said. And the clinics were specifically for curing the heart, I think, or at least involved curing heart issues. Got big, strong, manly hugs. No homo from Missouri to California for our buddy Brian. I don't know with that voice.
All right.
And he's a handsome guy, so maybe there's a little homo in there, but don't be scared.
Maybe a little. And that voice. Who that voice?
Right?
No homo.
I didn't know about Rumble, or if I did, I forgot about it. So I am there now, and I will sign up and check out Dr. Tenpenny. I'm usually playing catch up. I was in chat. Man, when was that? Was that yesterday? Day before? Hell, let me go look so I don't lie to y'all and to my... Man, what is going on with YouTube is acting up for me. Nobody else having trouble with like clicks and things going on YouTube?
I am not actually on YouTube, for whatever that's worth.
Oh, that's true. You go through the other thing. But I usually don't have these kinds of troubles in the morning trying to just get things to behave.
That is weird.
Anyway, I was over there on Grey Hulk's channel hanging out on chat there. I think it was yesterday. It could have been 2 days ago. I've been sleeping a little strangely myself, so a couple of extra naps here and there can mess up your day. But it was fun hanging out with all of you who were there. I saw you, and glad y'all were there. Glad y'all are hanging out. Glad Hulk is back in action. Now that my back is not broken again, I've been really digging back into my guitar, which was something I was severely lacking in my life during the back period because, you know, it requires those muscles actually. Probably part of my back problem is the fact that I carry a big slab of wood around in my neck a lot. So, but anyway. It's been good to be back on the guitar. There's a new song that just hit that's had me all excited trying to learn a new technique. I don't know if you guys were into Extreme in the late 80s, early 90s, but they were one of my bands I liked because their guitar player, Nuno Betancourt, is one of those kind of spooky guys. The song they did?
Well, yeah,
at the time, they had a few songs. Well, the song everybody knows was not really a rocking song. More Than Words is their biggest hit, but they had a few that were more rocking than that. But the new song, he's doing this weird technique on the guitar that's really a mind blower.
Give me a song. I don't know.
Yeah, More Than Words.
You know More Than Words, Zach.
You know More Than Words.
I don't know.
Real slow,
Real slow.
quiet ballad. Guitar picky. It's not at all rocking at all. It's very mellow and chill.
More than words is
but
all I ever
you know
needed
it.
you to say. There was.
Yeah, I'm not singing it.
I'm not either.
It's
I
too
was
early for
almost
that.
did. I almost did, but out of my love for everybody else is why I did not.
Saying I love you.
You see, Walt doesn't care. Walt doesn't care about you guys at all.
Anyway, but yeah, go check out the new album, the new song. It's pretty incredible. If you're a guitar player, good luck. I think it's simpler than it is, and I think he's just doing crap on the video to make people think he's not doing something simple. Because at one point in the video, he's playing up above the fretboard around the pickup area with this technique, and that's not real. You can't really
Kind of
do
like
that.
Don McLean. He's playing guitar in a different language.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I know the language. This is a language. Shred is my language. That's what I speak on guitar. And what he's doing, yeah, you can't do that in the area that it shows him doing it on that video. You can't. There's no way those notes are happening there. There's just the pitch and even if it's harmonics, there's no way that what he's doing and that the first part, when he first starts doing the little part is possible. But when he's doing it up above, like right in front of the pickups on his neck, on the guitar body, no, those harmonics would be really high pitched, not low like they are. Anyway, go check it out. It's pretty mind blowing. And everybody is really blown away by it. All the little guitar dudes are putting up reaction videos to it. And I see a couple have attempted to work it out and do it. But so far, I haven't heard anyone replicate it fully. What I think it is he got a lot of shit for his Flight of the Wounded Bumblebee trick he did back in the Gap. He had a song called Flight of the Wounded Bumblebee, and in it you hear some amazing guitar technique. And then if you start trying to figure out how to do it or learn it or anything else, you realize there's no fucking way somebody's doing this. And then if you really dig deeper, you find out it's a setting on an effects pedal. And you let the echo do the work for you. And so it's basically a cheat. So I'm sure he caught a lot of flack for that after the fact when we all figured out that's what he had done. And so now he's said, okay, I'll show you. And now he's doing that same sound, but physically doing it without an effects pedal. That's what I think anyway, but I could be wrong. All right, that's enough guitar nerd. I'll stop, or I'll never stop. Mammoth Van Halen also has Wolfie's got a new song out. Apparently a new album out already. So go check that out too. I'm really a big fan of Wolfie. I think he's going to be huge.
So Tesla explains how to drag race the Model S after the Dodge Demon destroyed it at the strip.
Oh, they're saying it was driver error?
Yeah. Or the fact that the Dodge Demon just is faster. I mean, 0 to 60 in 1.66 seconds. That's just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go that fast. 1,025 horsepower muscle car. No. The thing shouldn't even be on the road. And they say it comes out like that of the like off the showroom floor.
Off the factory
8.9, and it's under 9 second quarter mile production. That's ridiculous. I mean, I love, going fast and all that kind of stuff, but dude, you don't need 1,000 horsepower to be driving on the road. I mean, 500 was like pushing it 20 years ago.
500 is scary. 400 can be scary. And that's not even all that much.
Yeah, 500 will pin your shoulders back and make you go, you won't turn a corner, you'll slide the corner. Wow, that's just insane. I'm sorry, I didn't even really mean to get into this one, but I was reading through it, and 8.91 seconds. Production car. And this is the first time ever that a American production car from a major American brand broke the 9 second barrier in the quarter mile. First time ever. That's why I'm like, whoa. Yeah, that's fast. That's real fast. I don't want to go that fast.
What broke my heart was that it's being billed as the last gasoline-powered muscle car that they're going to be building.
Yeah, for now.
For now. Until they can't sell a new car for shit and everybody's trying to buy up old used cars. And
They say those Teslas are pretty quick off the line, though. It's not like they're slow.
No, they're not slow. I mean,
how much power do you have left after you drag race a quarter mile? You're probably using like a quarter of your battery right there. Because it's moving too. It does a 9.23, so it's not slow at all.
I think they got motors on the front and rear axles both.
Yeah, and it has 1,020 horsepower. The Model S Tesla, supposedly. That's ridiculous.
And that's probably, and that's if you have all of the upgrades and subscriptions and things that are unlocked in the software of the car. You can set it up so you're getting like 150 horsepower too, and you can drive like a grandma, but the push of a button. And then you flip some switches, mash a couple buttons, and now you're doing, 10-second quarter miles.
See, this is the one thing that I've never
You have
understood.
to hold the menu button down for 10 seconds and then hit. No, I'm kidding.
I've never understood the whole idea of making an automobile that can outrun the police and you sell it to people to drive out on the street. I don't get it. It just doesn't. And I know, I think there should be race parks all over the place for people. There's so much room out there. It's ridiculous. But people don't need to be drag racing, on the highway. And you see that a lot. Two muscle cars will meet up on the highway and they start going the same speed. Oh, we'll get a run in 50. And from 50 miles an hour, they'll get going. Then they step on it. But I just don't get it. The need for that much speed. There's children out there on the road. It's not needed there. If people want to go fast, we should have more places for them to go fast. But on the road, I just don't see the need for cars to be able to go that fast. I don't get it. I don't know.
I'm going to take a left
Getting
turn
old.
here before we hit the break, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Real quick, shout out over there on the Rock Fan. Thank you so much, Nuba, for that tip. We appreciate the hell out of it. Trying to see. So there's a few things I want to bring up here. The first one, I just want to shout it out and point it out to people. This is from Wayne Lopez. Thank you for being there, Wayne. This is a long one. Hang on. My wife had advanced cancer, and none of the conventional therapies worked. We made use of Rick Simpson cannabis oil. It worked perfectly and cured her cancer. We're so very happy for the wonderful help and support we got from him. We order it via his website, and then he includes naturalricksimpsoncannabis.com in the link there, which I will also include for you guys in the show description in case you'd like to go over there and check it out. Glad to hear that, Wayne. I know a lot of people have been in your situation, and unfortunately, we're not able to find that help in time. And I'm so glad it worked for you guys, definitely. The other thing there in this chat is kind of a question I guess I should aim more in your direction, Zach. Any word is asking, is the ground negatively charged or just the ground? Not really sure what the ground is.
No,
and then later, zero potential possibly is the question.
No,
Go ahead.
Ground, everything has potential. Everything. There is no such thing as negative or neutral in reality. We as humans place the arbitrary zero, like the zero on our thermometer where water freezes. Well, that's just where we put the zero. So in electricity, we put our zero to equal the charge of the ground. So our ground we consider neutral, and anything that has a lower potential than neutral we consider negative. So it's not really, it's all the same charge. There is no positive and negative charge. It's all charge. And the ground is just our arbitrary zero that we've placed as human beings. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I'm going to have to give this demonstration here. Do we have anything going on tonight?
We could definitely look at that, unless Josh pulls something out of the hat that I'm not aware of.
I was so fucking close to text Enrico last night. So fucking close, and missed it still.
All right. Then we'll see what you got.
Maybe I'll wake him up. What time is it in Tennessee?
Oh, man.
But yeah, negative is just something that we've created. You know, we put the zeros in. Like we say, oh, it's cold. Well, no, it's not. It's just there's less heat. Even at negative 40, there's still heat. It's not like there's an opposite to heat. It works the same with electricity. It's all the same type of charge. There is no difference between a positive and a negative charge, except the potential difference. That's it.
And that's it for the first half of the Ironworx right here on Truth Frequency Radio, TFRlive.com. Stick around. We've got more, something else. Who the hell knows? Coming up right after this.
Don't mistake movement for achievement. Boy, it's easy to get faked out by being busy. The key is not just being busy, the key is doing what? So, we look at results to see if there may be some difficulty with activity, because it takes activity to bring enterprise into being. There's a whole study here on activity. Activity is like birth pains. It ain't easy, but see, it wasn't meant to be easy. Values were meant to be costly. The only way we can appreciate a value is by its cost. If it doesn't cost much, we probably wouldn't call it valuable. True winning is a great worth, but the price is to play with all your heart and mind, and perhaps do some losing sometimes, so that when you do win, boy, the worth and the value of the winning now becomes a high appreciation, simply because now we understand both sides of this equation, price and promise.
Extendivite, a 7-herb combination made from garlic, cayenne, hawthorn, bilberry, ginkgo biloba, valerian, and milk thistle. Extendivite feeds our body with the right nutrients to keep us healthy. Just listen to what Arthur has to say.
I was just calling to tell you what a great product you have. I had used this about 10 years ago after I had congestive heart failure. And it fixed me up and got me going for the last 10 years. Lately, I've been having heart trouble again. So I placed another order because this was the only thing that ever worked. And I just wanted to let you know that you have a great product.
To order, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822 or visit heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
Once in a decade, a true story comes along that remembers the future. After 6 Amazon bestsellers, I have completed the epic Birth Trilogy, a true story of Earth. By reading the Birth Trilogy, you will journey with the characters from the origin of Earth to its final destiny in a white-knuckle ride that combines the intrigue of Tom Clancy with the epic scope of Prometheus and Interstellar. You will learn more about the purpose of life, the mystery of death, and the true nature of your soul than you thought possible. The Birth Trilogy is now available on Amazon and Kindle. The audio version is a free bonus when you buy the paperback, so even if you're not a great reader, don't worry about it. I read it for you. Use the Amazon app today and buy the Birth Trilogy, spelled B-E-A-R-T-H, or search for my name. I'm Brooks Agnew.
You're listening to the Truth Frequency Radio Network.
No hate, no hype, no fear.
And welcome back to the second half of the first half of the Ironworx Truth Frequency Radio, TFRlive.com.
I keep having my camera turned on and off and my mic getting unmuted and remuted because she is all over the keyboard this morning. So if something gets put in the chat, I didn't do it.
That's Walt's OnlyFans angle.
That's good stuff.
Well, I mean, when you're showing off your cat, you have to have the right angle.
And thanks for using cat. It's not the word I was going to use.
It's a family show, Josh. Family show.
I'm going to say, is it though? I'm pretty sure I have settings set on the YouTubes to make everyone know that this is not meant for children.
Oh, right. Parental guidance suggested, without a doubt. And not for the squeamish.
Or for the faint of heart. Wait.
Have I included that link for you guys yet? I did not. I got the link and I didn't share it.
Wow, so this looks pretty
Here we
awesome. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just sharing that cannabis Rick Simpson link in the Ironworx chat here for everybody. Thank you again there. Go ahead, sir.
It seems that, where is this? Researchers, this is out of Interesting Engineering. Researchers create self-sensing metamaterial concrete that produce power. So it sounds to me like they're creating their own type of quartz crystal. The material is made of reinforced oxidic polymer lattices embedded in a conductive cement matrix. According to the team, such a design induces contact electrification between the layers when triggered mechanically, which is further enhanced with graphite powder, which serves as the electrode in the system. Studies have shown that the material can compress up to 15% under pressure and produce 330. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure what that symbol is. Some kind of watch. Researchers claim that the project delivers the first composite material that features properties of compressibility and energy harvesting capabilities. So they're pretty much like they're making crystals. You know how quartz crystals under pressure, we have piezoelectricity? I know they were using piezoelectrics in, I think it was the Netherlands. They were putting it into the sidewalks. So as you're walking, just the pressure of your feet compressing that piezoelectric plate underneath the sidewalk, it would charge batteries, and then that's how they run their streetlights. Genius.
Yeah.
If you have people walking and expending energy all day long themselves, harness that energy. This should be along the shorelines of every ocean. We should have them buried underneath the sand. You wouldn't even have to see them. And every time a wave comes and crashes, you're going to harvest some of that energy. I think it was Kennedy who had an idea like this way back in the day, and they shot it down. So we don't have to remove fossil fuels and replace it with wind and solar and all that. We use energy all the time, our own energies. A car driving down the road, we should harness that energy. Stuff should be underneath the roads, even not just sidewalks. Everywhere that humans are applying pressure to the ground, constantly running over it in one way or another, we should be harnessing that energy. It's free. So yeah, I'm all for this. We'll see what happens. How strong the concrete is a whole other issue, you know. And then another person was so excited because they made concrete twice as strong. This other group, the ones that were doing it with blood, remember that? They were using human blood to make their concrete.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now they figured out a better way with potato starch.
I
And there are a lot of
better than
potatoes growing up on Mars.
Not yet.
Don't you remember Matt Damon and
Matt Damon and Arnold Schwarzenegger, wasn't it? Weren't they on Mars?
Oh, are they? Yeah, I forgot he got his ass to Mars too.
Well, the sad part is they're so excited about we make
that must be what those big round things they photographed on Mars were. Potatoes. I'll stop.
Well, I mean, yeah, making concrete stronger is great. You know, good job. But you go back to 1906 and find some concrete made back then, it's like 10 times stronger than the concrete we have today. So are they really doing anything all that special? I guess we devolved to a certain point, and now we're trying to get back to what we actually knew at one point in time. But yeah, so now they're potatoes to make our concrete.
Here we go. That's the potatoes right there on Mars.
Space potatoes.
Space taters. Space taters. Oh man, don't put that on my screen. There we go. That's space taters. Oh goodness. All right, I'll stop now.
Oh my goodness. So they're going to start in 10 years, mind you, testing hibernation on long space flights. So they're going to start the testing in 10 years, they say. This sounds like going to the moon to me. Yeah, this is going to be one of those, oh yeah, in 7 years, we need more money, we're almost there. The darn monkeys keep dying. We got to figure out why. Yeah, I'm not even reading it. This is just sci-fi. Space lettuce.
So just a call back because I just got back over here. I'm trying to multitask, doing a lot here, guys. Sorry. Apparently your answer was the same that Nuba had put in the chat, and I missed it completely in replying to the potential and the ground and the positive and the negative. Nuba had said negative and positive, red or black, all just man-made labels. And there you go. Pretty much what you were telling us.
Perfect. Well,
he's got the ground is pavement for him right now. And then what was the other thing I saw? Where is it?
At least
It's gone.
it's not lava. Then you're in trouble. The ground is lava.
Isn't that a show now? I'm pretty sure.
I remember it was a meme, the air is lava. Everybody was saying that.
I'm pretty sure it's a show. I think at Netflix, if you call them, they will just like answer greenlit now. What's your show idea? Anyway. Wow, we have a we have a new AI helper here in Skype. When did that become a thing?
That's scary.
No, I mean it's right here. It just popped up for me. It's apparently driven by Bing, which okay, why? Isn't that like the shit version of the internet or something?
And whose
That-
chat?
This is in my Skype. It's the second thing there now. It's now asking me, how can I help you today? Hi, this is what it's telling me. Hi, this is Bing. I'm here to help you. Ask me any type of question like finding recipes and what's in your fridge. How does it know what's in my fridge? Oh, with what's in your fridge. Okay, that's better. Drafting a story for curious kids. I'm an AI preview, so I'm still learning. Sometimes I might say something weird. Don't get mad at me. I'm just trying to get better. And that's what it asked me. Can I help you? How can I help you today? I don't know. I didn't install this. I didn't ask for this. It's just now in my feed.
We need to hook AI up to sensors.
Let's ask it a question. Yes.
I think it's already pretty heavily censored, Zach.
Huh?
So I think it's already pretty heavily censored.
No, you know what I mean. We need to give it eyes and ears and a barometer and a thermometer and a hygrometer and
a personality. Some
maybe even a balloon ride up to 120,000 feet so it can see for itself that Earth ain't curving.
I just typed the question in and now it sent me a thing, or it popped up a thing to send me to a wait list. Are you kidding me? Okay. Never mind.
Oh no. The Stonehenge calendar shown to be a modern construct.
What?
Huh?
Yeah,
No.
this is from Fizz.
It's been there for 5,000 years. They perfectly aligned it with astrological things, and it's got to be that, right? Ancient and
Yeah, that's what they, or maybe we're not whirling through space and maybe it's the sky that's moving. It just does the same thing every year. It has a keyhole in this interpretation, blah, 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 blah. An astronomical alignment to the sun, which, due to the flatness of the horizon, refers both the summer solstice sunrise and to the winter solstice sunset. Yeah, but wouldn't they be different eventually as the Earth's wobbling? I mean, it shouldn't be the same anymore. This was 2600 BC. So that's over 50 degrees. It should be off. Yeah. Plus 5, blah, 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 blah. 12 months of 30 days plus 5 epigomenal days. It was a calendar is identical to the Alexandrian one. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I can't get to the part where it says that it's a modern. I'm not going to read it. Good Lord. Yeah, that had to be a human that wrote that. Have you noticed the chat or the AI that's writing articles? It sums it up so much better than a human. It seems like humans have word quotas to fill or something. And they'll ramble and they'll say the same stuff over and over and over in just different ways. But a lot of these AI ones I've noticed are only like a few paragraphs long. Okay, so they spotted a neutrino, supposedly. Yeah, right. Oh, did you hear about this? This was in Ecuador, a journalist plugs in an unknown USB drive that was mailed to him, and it exploded in his face. They found two other ones as well, sent to other reporters. I've heard of people plugging in USB drives and having their computer destroyed, you know.
Well, that was my next question, was who does that? Whoever in the world would be dumb, I guess, a reporter. Never mind.
Yeah, they might be people who get, you know.
Found this stick on the ground. Let me shove it there. Never mind, I'll stop.
You take this to work and plug it in. See what's on here.
Yeah, that's crazy. So the USB sticks have been used to infiltrate Iranian nuclear facility, infect critical control systems in U.S. power plants, morph into programmable, undetectable attack platforms, and destroy attached computers with a surprise 220-volt electrical surge. Those are all the ones that they have seen before. But this time it had actual, what is it? A 5-volt explosive charge, and it is thought to have used RDX, also known as T4. Militaries, including the US's, use RDX, which can be used alone as a base charge for detonators or mixed with other explosives such as TNT. Wow, a capsule measuring about only a centimeter. And this guy supposedly got lucky because only half of it activated. So I guess he didn't die. And they had found 2 more of them. 2 journalists in the Ecuador's capital. Oh, and 2 more, so 4 altogether in another place. Guayaquil. Wow, that's crazy. I had just heard something about Ecuador too. I had learned something about Ecuador. Oh yeah. They have the largest prison in the world. Did we talk about this Tuesday?
I don't think so.
No.
Ecuador has decided to do away with some constitutional rights in their country. I guess their gang problems are getting so out of control.
Well, this you mentioned, but I don't think you mentioned them building the largest prison in the world.
Well, maybe it's not the largest, but it has the most prisoners. 40,000 prisoners. I mean, they are jam-packed in this place. But yeah, this is why they have so many prisoners in there, is because they've done away with their... You can be arrested without a warrant, and you have no right to an attorney. That's crazy. But it has dropped the murder rate like by 500% since they started this. But still, yeah, that's still scary.
It's because when the government does it, it's not called murder.
Yeah, isn't it?
Count government deaths and see where that number lays.
My worker. Yeah, these young children that grew up in the everybody gets a trophy era are having a real rough time. Like at work and places like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just speaking to the manager of my local grocer the other day about this very thing, as I repeatedly had trouble with kids there that were working and just kept getting rudely treated. And, I finally had enough. And so I went and spoke to him as he was there at the end of the little area. And he was like, yeah, guy, I don't even know what to tell you. I have to take what I can get these days because nobody's out there anymore that's got any sense. And they all, it's like, he said, it's like I'm dealing with people from another country. That's what it really is like. Like I'm dealing with people who don't understand the language, who don't understand what I'm telling them to do, and they're so entitled. I've never seen anything like it. You would think they were all super rich little kids, but most of them aren't. Most of them are just average, if not below average, wealth in their household. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I guess, when you shut down the world for 2 years, shit happens.
Yeah. So this is interesting. Remember the new NASA spacesuits for the moon, the Artemis mission? Black
I
and
saw that
blue and
movie.
orange.
Yeah.
So here from Business Insider, they say, don't let NASA fool you. The next astronauts on the moon will not be wearing black spacesuits. NASA and Axiom Space revealed a new spacesuit for the Artemis moon missions last week. The spacesuit is black, but astronauts have to wear white when they're on the lunar surface. Axiom put a black cover on the spacesuit to conceal its proprietary design. What? No, you fucked up, is what happened. Oh, look, we're going to change the colors. And then people, space nerds told them, well, you can't. You have to wear white because it's too hot up there and blah, 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 I think it's because it's too hot. Let's see if they say that's the reason. And that's not a cover, that's the suit.
Right. I don't understand if it's a trash bag, right? We're hiding the design of the spacesuit. But if you just color it different, that's not really hiding the design. I mean, granted, I'm not a fashion designer, but if you have two different colored dresses of the same cut, it's not like the cut gets hidden because of the color. You're not hiding the design by making it black instead of white.
The design echoes the sleek, dark shine of SpaceX's ship. The spacesuit in some sci-fi films, spacefaring Fortnite outfits, and other futuristic visions of cosmic exploration. Good Lord.
Honestly, use Fortnite as a reference?
They did. With a capital.
They got some cool little spacesuits in Fortnite. I'm digging it.
But if astronauts wore that on the moon, they'd be in serious danger.
I could
When
see
the first
a giant fucking banana suit with a shovel running around the fucking moon.
When the first Artemis moonwalkers step out of Starship and onto the lunar surface, they'll be wearing this Axiom spacesuit, but it will be white. Astronauts can't wear black on the moon. The Apollo suits were white for a reason. In the harsh environment with no atmosphere to protect you from the sun's radiation, temperature management is key for survival. They have to be reflective and well insulated to keep astronauts cool. So why do you put a blanket on all the astronauts sitting in their spacesuits when they get out of the capsule? Are they cold? I don't get it.
It's Mylar. Looks cool. But would also work well if you wanted to make a spacesuit that reflected the light and the heat. You'd think you'd want to make them out of Mylar on the outside to better reflect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, am I misguided here?
No, you think that they would be made out of that.
I mean, what
if you
reflects
really
better?
wanted a reflective surface, that's the stuff you use.
Right. Does a mirror reflect light better, or does a piece of paper reflect light better? What do I know?
So, okay, how much did we pay for this fucking suit that nobody's going to wear? That thing better cost like less than $100. That better just be a mock makeup of this suit. These things are supposedly like millions of dollars to make and blah, 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 blah. You're going to make one the wrong fucking color?
Better be closed pinned in the back.
Yeah. It better be a tear off, like, Magic Spaceman stripper suit or whatever. That shit better just rip right off. That better not be a real spacesuit that we paid for you to say, oh, but this isn't going to be the real color.
Elon come dancing out his magic musk.
It's magic musk. Oh, that about does it for our first half of the Ironworks here on TFR.
All white and pasty.
Josh is getting a little out of control. Good thing we're going to break here.
Well, we do have a new show title. It was going to be Space Taters, but I can't let Magic Musk just sit there and rest. Can I? Oh my God. Did I used to wear that in high school, I think? Magic Musk. After gym class?
Uh-huh. Definitely after gym class.
And I just learned that there are testicles out there whales out there whose testicles.
Liz is about to flip out right now.
These whales' testicles weigh literally a ton. It just popped up. I don't know why this popped up on my thing, but yeah.
Like
literally.
This one particular whale, like he's got a horrible issue. Or is it like just one really big whale? Or is it like this particular breed of whales? All the male whales happen to have testicles that weigh a ton.
The North Atlantic right whales, gargantuan gonads. Say that 5 times fast.
Say it once real slow.
That's a 1,000-pound gonad right there. Be careful.
I think it's gonna
Sorry, Liz.
That's what you call Saved by the Break music. First half, second half of the first half, something like that is done. Stick around. We've got more coming up right after these.
This is iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio makes you want to move. When you have a great melody, a song lasts forever.
Instantly connected.
I love it when the beat goes.
Did you know you can listen to Truth Frequency Radio on iHeartRadio? Just download the app to your smart car, smartphone, or smart TV and get the best of TFR wherever you are.
iHeartRadio.
I'll see you there.
So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7, with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on mobile with any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
This is about why I say what I say, do what I do. Express your goes, the proof of the pudding's in the eating. We'll find out. We'll find out. Been a long day for y'all. I just finished the last meeting. I made it clear to President Putin. I told him corn pop was a bad dude. Bottom line is I told President Putin I got hairy legs. After 2 hours there, we looked at each other like, okay. What next? You've heard me say this before again and again. I'm going to keep saying it. Come on, man. I made it clear. Well, I tell you what, I'm following the rules, man. This is about why I say what I say, do what I do. I did what I came to do. We'll find out. We'll find out. This is about why I say what I say, do what I do. Express your goes, the proof of the pudding's in the eating. We'll find out. We'll find out. Biden said he'd invade Russia. You know, that was a joke. This is not a kumbaya moment. Let's hug and love each other. Folks, look, I caught part of President Putin's press conference. I told him, come on, man. I'm going to keep saying it. Come on, man. And so it was kind of after well, anyway, this is about why I say what I say, do what I do. I did what I came to do. We'll find out. We'll find out. This is about why I say what I say, do what I do. Expression goes, the proof of the pudding's in the eating. We'll find out.
Я думаю, что для всех очевидным является тот факт, что президент Байден, когда конкретно там завтра, послезавтра, это вопрос коллеги на рабочем уровне определяться с составом этих делегаций. Не было никакой враждебности, наоборот, наша встреча происходила. Я думаю, ничего сложного не скажу. Это будет понятно. Торговые отношения, да. Еще говорили о сотрудничестве в Арктике.
This is about why I say what I say, do what I do. I did what I came to do. We'll find out.
You are now tuned into the truth frequency.
We are TFR. TFR.
Truth Frequency Radio.
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
It's Friday, my dudes.
Good morning. I'm here. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up!
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Everyone knows all reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Tell me things, internet. The earth is flat. It's like school in your hand.
Dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe the dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there. There was one? There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard.
This is Michael Tyson. You probably know me better as Iron Mike, but I don't go by Iron Mike no more because I used to be a monster. I'm a different person now. I'm all about happiness. But what is happiness? I'll tell you what happiness is. Every time I listen to my favorite show, Ironworx Media. It's a truther show on YouTube.
Hi, this is Alan. I like Ironworx because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love Ironworx with Josh, Walt and Zack. It's like sitting in your front room having a cosy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that Ironworx with Josh, Walt and Zack, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the Ironworx on TFR.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Ironworx Media is the best on the planet. To the show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to the Ironworx with Zack, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on the Ironworx and become an Iron Scout.
You have stolen my dreams and my childhood.
Welcome back to the first half of the second half of the Ironworx on truthfrequencyradio.com, tfrlive.com. As Iron Mike mentioned, we are also on YouTube for the time being. But we can also be found on Rockfin, DLive, Odyssey, Facebook, and Twitter. Although I got a notification saying Twitter is going to be taking down all of the old stuff. So I guess you're just going to be doing live streams only.
Wait, what?
I got a notification
I'm
saying
confused.
Twitter was going to take down all of the old broadcasts on Twitter.
Oh, I didn't even know they stayed somewhere on Twitter. I didn't know they were accessible on Twitter once we.
Oh, yeah. You can scroll through our Twitter feed every Tuesday and Friday morning. You'll see a broadcast there
Get the fuck out! All this time I didn't know that. I thought it just like was live. You saw it or you didn't, and then it went away. I didn't know it was still there later to access. Well, get out of here.
D-Live is the only one that's like that, where you can watch it live, but that's about it. Maybe there's another one. Maybe
Well, that shows you how long it's been since I played on Twitter. Although was it yesterday that I was sharing out the Hawks show and got lost on Twitter for a little while. Yeah, that was what it was. Sharing the link, I think, and then something I was doing on Twitter. That had to be it.
You were looking for
I
a
had
free
no reason
guitar.
to go.
You were trying to get a free guitar.
Oh, is that it? Maybe that's what it was.
So what the hell is Walter posting on Twitter? I never get updates for Walter. Click on it.
Wow, I'm so afraid that you're getting updates. Yeah, I completely forgot. That is what it was. It was a little contest that came through. There you go. I forgot. Thank you. Well, there you go. So yeah, I got some interesting little side rows and saw some interesting little videos. And yeah, it used to be fun to go to Twitter and explore and find little interesting things. But now it seems like it's all.
What did I see? So I just saw something on Twitter that I was considering. Did I put it in show prep? Maybe I did.
Shout out to Liz for that piece of cake. Thank you for the. I think that was for Ona's B-Day, I believe. Happy B-Day there. Happy Corporation Formation Day to you, Ona.
I did.
I'm playing catch up. Obviously, there in the chat. Sorry.
Did you guys see
Austin, the married man, in the chat? What's up, my brother? Good to see you. Sorry, Zach. Go ahead.
Yeah, much love, Austin. Did you guys see those videos going around about Fauci going up to people's doors in Washington and trying to get them to get vaccinated with the mayor?
No.
This one dude went off. Just went off. You try and tell me you're paying people to get these things and you're giving out free stuff. There's something going on there. Just right to his face. And you just whip this thing up in under a year? It takes decades to do this stuff. And then Fauci like, oh, well, we have been working on it for decades. Blah, blah. He's like, no. He wasn't listening to anything he had to say. It was great. Just ripping into him. And the only reason I brought this up, I'm seeing this right now, fortune.com. This is as of March 21st. So a few days ago, but it has Fauci on the front. It says, yeah, I was wrong. Is his quote.
In regards
I don't
to
want to read into it, but.
Yeah, it makes for a catchy headline.
Yeah.
Catchy thumbnail.
He was wrong about the shirt he's wearing,
right.
Maybe.
I thought on-street parking was for 2 hours, but it was only 1 hour. I was wrong.
But I was right about the vaccines and everything.
Right. See, I knew there was a reason I had gone over to Twitter as well and why this hadn't triggered something earlier. But apparently this was quite the little share that someone had put in here. But this is an article from digitaltrends.com where SpaceX shares stunning blue marble footage of Earth. Yeah. They did it. They and one of the reasons I wanted to make sure I shared this, I think, comes down to the very last sentence, maybe. Closer but equally awesome imagery of Earth is captured regularly by nope, not that one. Which one was it? The footage.
Well, yeah, that's it. It shows our planet. It's too close to show our planet as a sphere.
No, it was above it. No. The one that I was talking about. This footage, talking about the SpaceX footage that they're showing here, the new blue marble picture. This footage marked the first time for a human-rated spacecraft to shoot distant images of Earth since the final Apollo mission in 1972. So you've got the final Apollo mission in 1972, and you've got this one. Nothing else, according to digitaltrends.com, is an actual photo of a spherical Earth.
That's the only one.
Well, that one, and now SpaceX's new blue marble image. And that's why I was on Twitter. I mean, that looks totally real, doesn't it? That does not look like it's been keyframed at all. Anybody that edits video, that is totally not keyframed. That is an absolute total real image and total real movement.
Well, it's interesting that within that time frame of 12 seconds, if you're watching the ISS footage, you would have seen, lightning striking and city lights and atmospheric glow lines, and you would have seen
180 lightning strikes a second.
Right. You would have seen those clouds swirling about, which on Earth would be a hurricane, but up there it looks really cool and awesome in a video
Somewhere on
tomorrow.
Earth.
Not today while it's live, but tomorrow we'll have all that for you.
No, because luckily this was sent to a geosynchronous transfer orbit. Don't you know?
Don't
you know? That way they can put up the satellites. That's all this is for. This is the second stage. After last week's launch of the SES-18 and the SES-19, as they were sent into this geosynchronous transfer orbit. I don't know if you replies. Just
allegedly.
Show me this shit again.
Just ridiculous, man.
Yeah, you can smooth out those keyframes so you get a much smoother. And really, why would you? That just seems like a weird spot to put your rotating point. Is like up there. This is such weird CGI. Where's Flatman X when you need him? He could totally do such a better job than this nonsense. Chris, you can handle this, right? Look, it comes down. It's going in like 15 different directions. It comes down. Now it's going this way. It's like they keep rotating that center. That's just nonsense.
Yeah, they're so horrible at lying. I mean, if they were actually making movies, they'd be B movies. We played a game back in the day, especially with me and my cousin, movies that we'd seen so many times. We wouldn't watch to watch the movie. We would watch to find the mistakes. Like in Braveheart, there's only like a couple of them. But one of them is he's the very first battle when they're charging the fields of Bannockburn. He's running and he's got his sword out in his hand. And then it shows him running and he doesn't have any weapon in his hand. And then it goes back and he's got the sword again in his hand. And that was like it as far as, mishaps. And when you're making movies, I bet they ran that like 20, 30 times, running across the field, getting different camera angles, had to, blah, 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 blah. And you're never going to get it all perfect. As perfect as you can get it. And I saw the movie probably 30 times before I even noticed it. But yeah, you're never going to make something that's perfect. It's near impossible to have a movie that doesn't have when they cut from one thing to another, to have it perfectly exactly the same.
Well, most of them aren't. And just sorry to interrupt, Zach, but it's because, and it's like they didn't realize it. It's like the editors are like, oh, damn, who missed that? Like if you've seen it 30 times, they probably have to watch these 200 times. From the filming to watching the dailies to actually doing the editing and getting it all done and colored. I mean, who knows how many times they have to watch this shit, but they don't care. Because they know
I'm sure they noticed it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They were like, fuck this. I'm not fixing that.
You know who's going to notice this on the big screen? 1.001% of the audience. Or the people who watch it for 30 times. Then only after like the 30th time, then they'll be like, oh, damn, look at that. But nobody's going to notice. They can slip all sorts of things in there. And that's what's fucking up with NASA now, is because now you've got people that are going through and looking at their clips with a magnifying glass, going through them with a fine-tooth comb. And even at a glance, there is no reason every one of these astronauts take the same stance in front of a fucking camera. This super awkward arms crossed bullshit. I mean, it's just so Strange.
The body language screams at you. You know they're lying.
Or know that they're trying to cover something up.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the body language of somebody floating in space, or is that the body language of somebody in a harness that's trying to hide the fact that they're in a harness? You tell me.
Arms crossed, arms behind their back, whatever it is. Yeah, there's always there's tells. Human beings have tells, and you can see that they're.
And we can tell them
genuine.
because we see it. We know how the body works. We know how things are supposed to be. I mean, we see that all day, every day. And so when it's not right, immediately it throws up all these little red flags in our subconscious. But somehow people convince themselves to ignore that. I don't get
You
it.
have to be like an expert liar, like a poker player, to hide these things. You have to physically and consciously control your body to not do what it wants to do. You know, like a child gets caught doing something, hands go behind their back instantly. You know, they're hiding their hands. That's a sign of, oh, you caught me. Things like that. There's just these things that we do instinctively without even knowing it. And yeah, NASA needs some acting lessons on how to become better liars, it appears. Oh.
Shout out to Billy Zig in chat asking about
was
asteroid stories. Asteroids the size of 69 alligators.
Right.
There's an asteroid the size of 22 penguins going to pass by Earth. There's a 36 flamingo-sized asteroid. Sorry.
Well, y'all are joking. I know y'all are ha 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 ha. But this guy in let me see where he lives. Wyoming. He's got it pegged. He's telling everybody, get ready. It's coming, and don't even pretend like he doesn't have this worked out. Apparently, Valentine's Day in 2046, that will be our ELE event, or that is the event, ELE. Yeah, that is when the big object is going to hit. Now, what is it actually going to be? It's going to be asteroid 2023 DW, discovered this last February 26th. It's estimated to be about 164 feet in diameter and has a 1 in 607 chance of crashing into our planet. Wow, that's pretty low odds. While the impact of a 50-meter wide rock might not be considered an ELE, there you go. It would create a disaster zone over 800 square miles. An interesting comparison is the Tunguska event in Siberia from 1908, said Daniel Dale, professor of physics
that they never
and
found the
astronomy.
meteor.
To be 50 meters in diameter.
Estimated.
What are you doing, freak?
Estimated. Because they never found the object.
Sorry, my cat just freaked out and scratched my face while I was talking. I guess she saw my beard moving.
You said, quit picking on my asteroids, Dad.
Yeah, she was sitting in my lap and I was reading away, and suddenly she struck my chin right on my beard.
She's a space cat.
She apparently likes the space, Lord. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, basically, it'll be the equivalent of about a 12 megaton bomb, because those are real. Let's see. This is really a long story. I didn't think it'd be this long. Well, not that long. Let's see. Italian astronomer Piero Ciccoli mapped out the possible impact zone, which lies somewhere between the Indian Ocean and the east coast of the U.S.
Wait. Is he saying that this is where this one in 20 years, 23 years is going to hit? Wow, NASA needs to hire this dude.
Righto. Or at least the ESA. Let's see. With just 3 days of arc, I found about a 1 in 400 chance of impact. February 14th, 2046. Ciccoli also tweeted this recently. So apparently that's two different people saying that, yeah, this is the one.
Huh. And what's it called?
That will. It is called 2023 DW.
Dangerous.
Because when there's trouble, you call DW.
That's right. Let's get dangerous. Oh, I love Darkwing Duck. Man, I haven't heard that in a long time. When there's trouble, you call DW. Oh my goodness. All right, this one, it kind of broke my brain. I hope nobody believes this. The Webb telescope is so powerful, it spotted a dust storm on a planet in a different star system.
Wait, what?
Okay, I'll read it one more time. The Webb telescope is so powerful, it spotted a dust storm on a planet in a different star system. Yeah.
So that pixel got really gray? I'm so confused.
40 light years away.
And so we're in a solar system, right? I get that. What's a star system? So there's like no planets? There's only stars?
I don't know.
And there's no central star around which they all rotate? Orbit? Go round? We're just a system of stars, loosely gathered. More of a syndicate of stars.
Where's the freaking picture at? We don't get to see the picture.
No, you
So they
gotta
took a
take their
picture,
word.
but you don't get to see it.
Well, they didn't take their picture. It was their supermodel girlfriend that just lives in a different state. She's the one that actually took the picture.
She lives in Niagara Falls, the Canadian side. Oh my goodness. And they don't show the picture. They have like a AI thing where it's from the surface of the planet, like you see a dust storm coming at you from like behind a rock. I know this isn't the angle that the James Webb telescope took this picture at. So where is the picture? You're going to tell me that they did this. And they took this picture. Oh, it's so much data though. But still, there is no. They don't show it in this article at all. Now, from everything I've seen from the Webb telescope, it's been like, stars, and I've never even seen a planet that this thing supposedly has taken a picture of. Like Venus or Mars or Earth, even. I mean, we're 1 million miles from Earth. You can't take a picture of Earth? According to this, you should tell me if it's raining at my house, right? You should be able to.
Or at least if there's a dust storm.
Yeah, something. If you're seeing dust storms 40 light years away, then 1 million miles should be nothing. You're talking, what is it, 5 trillion, 4.5 trillion times, that's like 160 billion miles or whatever. Or no, way more than that. Trillion. And 1 million miles, yeah. And they don't even show the picture. That is ridiculous. Press release on the Space Telescope Science Institute's website details the detected storm. Okay, so where is this storm? No. Hold on. Okay, release images. Oh, it says illustration right underneath it. Exoplanet VHS 1256b and its stars. Illustration.
Stars UHF and VHF. Citizens Band.
Yeah, that's why they call them release images. It's freaking illustration. It looks like Jupiter, and they moved the spot and changed the colors. That's what it looks like. Their dust storm. Oh my goodness. And people believe this. You know, if I was evil, I'd be working for some. Oh.
Man, if I was evil, it would. Even if I not even evil, I wouldn't have to be evil. If I were to just buy into society's bullshit. I guess that is kind of evil. Never mind. I guess I'm just not really saying anything.
Oh, this is awesome. And the award for the world's most valuable poop goes to.
I know, right? This is so great.
IFL Science. You want to go with it, Walter?
Oh, it don't matter. I love it. I love it. I mean, you can't beat that, right?
Eats heavy metal.
Morbid Angel, I saw there in chat earlier. Oh, so apparently this bacterium eats heavy metal and poops gold.
Ooh, ain't it poops gold?
Yeah, baby.
It may not be the goose that laid the golden egg, but hey, you know, you can't have everything. Oh my goodness. So it's called Cupravatus metallodurans. Duran is not metal. It lives in soil, which is rich in toxic elements. Yeah, y'all. I mean, there's really not much to say here. It eats heavy metal and shits gold. What more do you want?
I want some of that bacterium.
I know, right?
It's like King Midas's bastard child.
Shout out, Tyler. I see you there in the chat, my friend. Good to see you, man.
Tyler Durden?
No, not him.
Okay.
Sultan.
That means we've got one segment left of the Ironworks. Stick around. We're going to get to it right after these briefest of messages.
If you want something you've never had before, you must do something you've never done before. It's taken me years of tragedy, of losing myself inside, only to realize what I must have always known, that you can be anything you dream. Dream until your dreams come true. Act on your passion, and when your shot comes, take it. Look fear in the face and embrace it. The time is now. The moment is now. Believe in yourself like I believe this to be true. The world needs more of you.
It's amazing how people have been raving about IOLife all over Facebook. They've been posting their testimonials just because they want to get the word out because it's worked so well for them. If you're not familiar with IOLife, it's a 99% pure CBD oil, but the secret is the synergy between the hemp and the ayahuasca vine, the non-psychoactive component of the ayahuasca tea. We recently received an email from a wife whose husband has Parkinson's. For the first time, he's been able to sleep through the entire night. Another customer reported that they're no longer using NSAIDs because their tennis elbow has been relieved with IOLife. The reports have been phenomenal and much more than we ever expected. Everyone should have access to this. That's why if you head on over to iolife.com right now and use coupon code TFR, we'll give you $5 towards your order. And we'll even ship it worldwide. That's iolife.com, AYA-life.com.
We exist in the security and comfort of our worlds. Paved paths, lights, and manicured lawns give us peace of mind that our world has been tamed, and we are its master. But other worlds exist on the edge of our sight. On the edge of our awareness, the shadows move. The woods fill with the unblinking eyes of the nightmares our ancestors warned us about. Some of us have stumbled into these forgotten realms, whether on purpose or completely by surprise. I'm Brent Thomas. Join us on the Paranormal Portal Friday and Saturday nights from 10 p.m. to midnight Pacific Standard Time as we journey into the world of the paranormal phenomena.
Enter the Paranormal Portal if you dare.
No hate, no hype, no fear.
You're listening to Truth Frequency Radio.
We are TFR.
There is no scientific model of the earth. There is no scientific model of the earth.
Time to make the donut.
Well, pitter patter, let's get at her. All right, then. Welcome back. Fourth and final segment of the Ironworks kicking off right now. I just put two and two together. With that little jingle that I took off that website that somebody else had made, not me. That was not a jingle I made. Someone else had made that interesting little jingle. Let me play that again one more time.
There is no scientific model of the earth. There is no scientific model of the earth.
And it just made me laugh. And I was going through my little news aggregator that I use sometimes, is Flipboard. And I didn't download the picture, the screenshot that I took. But the reason it caught my eye is because it was the AE map with the dome over top of it, sort of floating out there in space, and just sort of it was their idea of the flat Earth model. And the headline was, "How do we know if a scientific model is useful or speculative nonsense?" And I've not even read the article itself. When I clicked on it, because the thumbnail caught my eye, they didn't even use that picture anywhere in the article. It's like Flipboard used it, or they just used it only as a thumbnail, right? Just to get people to click on it, and you click on it. Well, shit. So it's like they were specifically targeting people that might look at that and think, I need to click on that.
Mm-hmm.
Does it say how long this is? It says I can play it. It says I can listen to the article. That's pretty quick. Let's do it. Let's listen to the article, because that's going to save me from having to fucking read it. Pardon my language. And it doesn't even sound like they used that good of AI. I mean, I could use that little kid voice to do a better job reading this, I bet.
Stephen Hawking could probably read it better.
Stephen Hawking. Yeah, we haven't heard from Stephen in quite a while.
I know. Somebody was calling out for him earlier in chat. I can't remember who it was. Martin, maybe? I don't know.
Uh-oh. I got space news from an hour ago.
Uh-oh. New and breaking.
The first crewed Starliner launch slips again. The first flight of Boeing CST-100 Starliner commercial crew vehicle with astronauts on board, previously scheduled for late April, has been delayed, likely until the summer. Now, didn't we talk about this when they said it was supposed to be in April? And we said, yeah, they're going to push it back.
Yeah. Yeah. I think at this point, it's really either people have gotten so used to the scrubs that it's out of hand, or people are waking the fuck up. Because maybe the other day when I was on the chat with Gray and them, Gray Hulk, but after I got off, I saw that there was or somebody shared in the chat. I don't remember, but I, for some reason, went to a launch. It was not a normal launch. It was somebody who is, man, what is going on with my cats? Now the mama is scratching at me. What are y'all doing?
His mama may be about ready to.
I guess, but why would the baby do it? That was Nacho that scratched my face earlier, and then mama's like not hurting me, but like using the claw, batting at my hand, which they never do that. I
Go check
don't
on
understand
Michelle.
what's going on.
Go check on Michelle.
You think? Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe so. You're right. Yeah, no, you're probably right. Let me go check on her. All right, I'll go see.
All right.
So looters. Oh, so go ahead, Josh.
Oh, I just wanted to see what I could do. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, what's going on here? I think I still got the other one playing, maybe. Yeah. It's got to be it.
The AIs are fighting.
They are. All right. We're going to see how my AI did. See, that's not too bad.
Not too bad.
And that was just a copy paste job. I could go through there, and I'm sure there were little adjustments that could be made that would make that a little bit more realistic. Just interesting.
I like it.
Interesting what you can do on the fly.
So they have no reason for delaying for the delay. They haven't given one. So looters, I guess that's somebody that might work there, said the delay in the launch of CFT, which has been planned for the later half of April, would allow teams to assess readiness and complete verification work, but did not offer additional details about the delay or why it was announced. She said further details would come after the revised schedule was finalized. It was not clear what triggered the announcement, with no details provided by NASA or Boeing. Industry sources said that pre-flight checkouts and other work, such as software testing, had taken longer than planned, but were unaware of any specific development that prompted the NASA announcement. So how would that work in the private sector, you think, Josh?
Probably not too well.
You think NASA would even be around if they were in the private sector?
No. You sort of have to deliver on the contract.
You have to actually do shit. Yeah.
Yeah, you need results, right?
Shareholders and things like that, right?
You know what NASA is? NASA is a great way to get money for research and development, then to turn around and sell that patent that you created to the highest bidder that you didn't have to pay a penny for to put in any research and development, because it's all taxpayer money, and then turn around and sell it to that same taxpayer for an arm and a leg to buy one.
Right. T-shirts.
We need to get rid of NASA. Privatize the whole thing. Get rid of NASA. You either get
as I got interrupted by the cat earlier, there was, I think the think it was a new company the other day that I was trying to see about to launch. And when you get there, the first thing that popped into their live chat was one of those little polls that you can put in the chat. And the poll was, do you think the launch will launch on time, launch late, or scrub? And it was like 49% scrub, 28% like late, and then like not many on time. So, the majority of people figured the mission would be scrubbed. That's what they expect now, is that they're all going to get there for the show. Lights are going to come up. The drum roll is going to start. And the band is not on stage. They're not here. They're not even in the auditorium. That's kind of what people expect now. And that was the outcome of that poll. I didn't even stay to see if it launched. I don't even know. I could probably go look in my history and see. I don't care enough to. It's just the idea that is the expectation that they have set now in people's minds since, I guess, the fucking 70s.
Well, yeah. I mean, Jaron was showing on his show just this week all these people that had bought tickets to go around the moon. It was like $2,500 a ticket, which was a lot back in the 70s. There was children on TV doing interviews. Oh, I can't wait to go to the moon and put on my spacesuit and float around up there and blah, 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 blah. It's going to be the best thing. I can't wait. That little girl is over 70 years old now. Still waiting. She was like 7 or 8 back then. And she's still waiting to go to the moon. Oh, it's crazy, dude. But no, they've been doing this for a long time. Yeah, and people back then believed it. They're like, yeah, we're going. Now, like you just said, over half the people are like, yeah, they're probably going to push it back. Yeah, I think they're on their way out. I'm hoping. I don't know how to bring about that type of change. Austin has some ideas. All the First Amendment audits that people are doing. Well, NASA has a lot of public lobbies as well. And he doesn't want to go there like, in a flat earth shirt or NASA sucks or anything like that. He wants to go there kind of like an investigative reporter and catch astronauts and things like that on their way in and out of the facilities to do short little interviews and ask them questions. And I think highlighting, these people speaking and contradicting each other and all that kind of stuff is a great way to go about it. Let's audit NASA. We may not be able to get into their books, but we sure as hell can go stand in their lobbies and ask questions to people that are walking by. I thought it was a good idea.
That's a great hashtag.
That would be a great idea. Yeah.
In all sorts of ways.
Yeah. And I don't live too far from a few facilities my damn self.
Yeah,
close enough to the one in Mississippi that I can watch when they do the test of that engine that creates the clouds and the rain and all that. I can watch that happen. I've seen it happen. I don't even know when they're going to do it or anything, but yeah, that's pretty awesome. I think that's a great idea. Get them, put them to the fucking, to the test. As far as the time, I see people talking about in chat. Yeah, time is freaking out of control right now. It's not just time flies when you're having fun that we have here together with you guys. It's in my own life, time is just, really out of control, really strange. I don't know what that means in the bigger scheme of things, but yeah, it's pretty nuts. Wow. Okay. So apparently, let me throw this out there real quick. Shout out the Alan Holman, line producer extraordinaire. Lifetime title, bro. You're stuck with it. Anyway, apparently this was something he put in chat. Last night, listened to some audio tapes my family recorded in the 1990s. And hearing the people on those tapes talk made me realize people were way dumber before internet saturation, not smarter. I don't know about that one.
Well, I think, I could see that though, because a lot of
people
the stuff,
may. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say a lot of the answers weren't there. you had to go to a library to go look up that answer when a child asked it, and how many times did that happen, or how many times do the parents just make something up? Now, they may not be getting the correct answer, like when they ask about space and then the parent goes and looks it up now, but they're getting the official answer at least, instead of, my mom learned real quick not to make stuff up because I would call her out on it later when I learned the real thing. So she learned to tell me when I was about 7 or 8, we're going to have to go look that up. We're going to have to go look that up if she didn't know, because she knew that I was going to remember. Because then I would ask somebody else, another adult, and they'd tell me, be like, Mom, you told me this, and they're telling me that. And then she'd be like, well, maybe I was wrong. So she learned to look stuff up. So I heard that a lot. Well, we're going to have to go look that up at the library. And we did a lot of the stuff, but we didn't have that library at our fingertips. So, It's like a double-edged
I guess
sword.
part of that is I grew up in households that were just filled with books. I mean, from an infant, I had books in my hand, in my lap. I have pictures of me reading away there in diapers. Books were life in my home, in my household. I guess that might be the difference in what Alan was hearing there in the tape recordings. I don't know. I trivial crap that people have managed to trap into their brains and throw it out as a conversation point maybe has gotten to be a greater amount of that. But intellect, I can't not think it has to be way down at this point. Look at the fucking school system. Look at what people that are graduating now that can't even fucking read. Not just can't do phonics. That's what was happening when my son was in school, that I had to teach him phonics at home so he could learn how to fucking read, not just memorize a list of fucking words. But now it's like, fuck the words. Just go on out into the world and be an idiot. I mean, I don't know.
They have a
I'll have to
machine.
hear your examples maybe of what you're specifically talking about. You notice the difference being, but
Yeah, they could take a picture of things with the machine now and have a computer read to them what it says. It's crazy. But not being able to read, I'm sorry, you fail. You don't get the trophy.
And then, I get that there's a whole lot more information at hand than there used to be, but most people are watching TikTok videos, So I don't know. Call me crazy. I guess the people who want to be educated will become educated one way or the other, in spite of whatever is being put their way. People who just want to be lazy and don't give a fuck will not give a fuck. I don't know.
They'll tell you each Kardashian and who they were married to for how long and
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. Parents need to be parents and not friends.
Oh, wow. I just passed by and saw Liz backing back to the time thing, saying that, she's agreeing with Natch that time has sped up, that you can't count 1,000, 1,000, or here in the States, we all can also go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and keep the time any longer, that apparently it is definitely sped up. That's pretty nuts. I hadn't even thought to test it that way, Liz. Thank you.
I learned something interesting this week. For those of you that have pocket watches, this is...
Oh, I know, right? You freaked me out when you told me this.
Yeah, this is my first nice pocket watch. And that wasn't mechanical. This is I don't wind it. It has a battery. But it keeps great time. That's why I love it. So much better than my mechanical one. But it started skipping every 4 seconds, the second hand. It waits 4 seconds and then jumps ahead 4 spaces. I was freaking out. I thought my watch broke because I have magnets in my pockets. I thought, oh man, did I mess it up by magnetizing something in there or this or that? It's always in an opposite pocket, but when I empty my pockets, I got my crystal that Walt gave me, 2 pieces of silver, 2 pocket knives, couple magnets, and then my knife that Josh gave me on my hip always. And I take all that stuff down and I set it down on the table, and I always try to make sure the pocket watch isn't touching the magnets or anything that's touching the magnets. And just so happened the day that this started happening, the chain on my pocket watch was in contact with one of the pocket knives that was connected to the magnets. I was like, oh crap, did I mess it up? And then I open it and it's jumping every 4 seconds. I even banged the thing a couple times. That's how dumb I am. So I went and looked up what happens if your pocket watch is skipping 4 seconds at a time. It means your battery's running low. No idea. Never heard of this before. But yeah, I guess for some pocket watches, they let you know when your battery is about to run out by skipping 4 seconds at a time on the second hand. Yeah, just thought I'd share that with y'all. Don't go banging it on your table,
Right.
thinking
Don't
you're
get a
going to
bigger
fix
hammer.
it or shaking it. Like, come on, fix yourself. Yeah. I was getting ready to take it apart too. And I was like, no, Zach, no.
See how this thing ticks.
Yeah, ever since I was a child, man. I mean, I'm still trying to fix the Wimhurst generator because I took it apart. I'll have an idea. I'll try it out. It doesn't work. It's like, man, what did I do to it? It's so simple and basic. I don't know what I did to this thing. I'll figure it out one of these days. But yes, I've been like this since I was very young. I take everything apart. I want to know how it ticks. I want it. It's never gone away. It's not something that I've grown out of. I've gotten a little bit wiser with that pocket watch. I didn't take it apart. I had the thought more than once, but I refrained. I held strong. Said, I'm not destroying this. Not this time. Yeah, it's a good thing and a curse, I guess, because I have learned a lot taking stuff apart to see how things work. All the little gears in there and how they push on this and the whole mousetrap thing. This does this, that does that, that does this, that does that, all in unison. Yeah, it's neat. It's neat learning how mechanically things work. Levers and, gears and pulleys and all this stuff that humans have come up with. You can do a lot of really neat stuff with it if you put it in the right orders. And it's really interesting to see how, different people have applied these mechanics and come up with like totally different results just by moving them around. It's fascinating to me. Ever since I was little, I love seeing, how things work. But it's also a curse because I break a lot of my stuff. You ever been like that?
We're almost. I'm sorry.
I was just asking, you ever take stuff apart you shouldn't?
Sometimes, yeah. Especially in my early days of guitar and amp and pedal effects and stuff, I ruined many a pedal trying to figure out how it worked. But it then also taught me some circuitry and stuff that came in handy when I started working as a manager at the arcade and learned some more electronics and circuitry and soldering and whatnot. So, which allowed me at that point in that same arcade office to take that one of those same amps apart and fix what I had messed up a few years prior. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. What I was about to say though is before we get out of here, it's occurred to me today how stupid we all are that we've had Natch in chat for the last probably 4 shows. And as much as we've missed him and want to catch up with him, why don't we get him to come hang out with us one of these mornings? Is that a doable thing for you, Natch? Put that in the chat if you can get in with us, like maybe Tuesday morning or next Friday morning here on the show. Skype, pop in, however is easiest for you on your phone. It's fine. It doesn't have to be in the studio or anything like that. But yeah, man, definitely miss you. And I haven't spoken to you since I was in Oregon, and I know that's been 2 years plus ago, if not 3 by this point. So yeah, definitely like
I
to
would
have
love
you
to
come hang
hear
out.
how stuff's going over on the other
Yep.
side of the plane
Yep.
from
Exactly.
somebody that's there, not
Yep.
a Google article or something I search, but actual boots on the ground. Hey, this is what people are saying. This is what's going on. Or really, I just want to hear how you're doing, man. Tell you the
Right.
truth.
I know.
It's been a while. Last time we talked,
Exactly.
riding around on a motorcycle up in the mountains, living solo, just yeah. Speaking to the big man in the sky, listening for what he had to say. Yeah, very cool, man. Very cool.
Also, there in chat, I just found out that our friend Dawn makes jewelry out of crystals. Man, Dawn, we need to hook up on that. Get in touch with us. I would love to have some jewelry made.
I would love to have some jewelry made by Dawn.
That's what I meant. That's awesome.
I just
this afternoon, come hang out.
Yeah, please.
If we don't have anything going on, I could cover my presentation I did at the Equinox. Because I'd like to share that with people more.
Please do.
Yep, we would love to see it.
And it's such an interesting concept, and I think it's one of those things that you can carry with you and break out even in a conversation that is not about flat earth at the time. It's always just good information to have. And just sort of the arbitrary nature of, societal constructs.
Mm-hmm. Will we be back before then? Maybe not. So in case we're not, I haven't looked at the calendar. I guess I could do that and see. But on the 27th, which is actually Monday before we come back. So yeah, on the 27th, there are going to be 5 planets that are going to align in the night sky. Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Mars, and Uranus will all line up around the 27th. Let's see, what time of day does it give it to us here in this story? Well, no, why would they do that? That would be logical. Come on, man. Where is it? Twilight time. So twilight time for you, look towards the about 25 minutes after the sun has set. What's going on?
Well, we just got joined. We've got just a few minutes left, and looks like Alex, conspiracy music guru, just hopped in, and I guess we'll have this conversation.
Alex? What's going on? Am I too late? Have I missed the show?
Yeah, we've got a couple minutes. I don't even know. I'll have to check.
Couple minutes,
it's
minute and a half.
Not even. It's 30
or
seconds.
Not. Hang out. Don't leave, Alex.
Anyway, stick around.
Music guru, everybody.
Hello.
Love you guys. Be good. Be well. And have a great rest of your weekend. We will see you back here either tonight for Have No Sphere or on Tuesday for more of the Ironworx on True Frequency Radio, TFRlive.com. We love you. Bye-bye.